camera. Oh, get that on camera. Oh, yeah. Never done that.
What do you call that move?
Like the worm, but like with
the
your
worm,
arms.
but just
the
on
wave.
its
It's like,
Listen.
I'm not very good at it with this right arm, but the left gets going.
Oh, you guys are missing it. If this is audio
Oh,
only,
that was
boy,
good.
boy, you are missing out. Our gal is back from Mexico.
I'm back, baby.
¿Cómo está?
Oh, muy bien, muy bien. Well, muy bien en mi corazón.
Oh, good. Bueno.
Pero.
But. Ay, de me.
Did have a couple run-ins
what did
with.
I say? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué
Yeah.
tal?
Oh, what's up?
¿Qué
Yeah,
pasa?
yeah. ¿Qué pasa? Where do I even want to start?
Yeah, what happened?
I text Susie. Crazy things happened on our trip. Here's a little appetizer. I've got permanent scars from an encounter with a wild animal, and somebody died at our hotel.
I really am. I hope, was it natural causes?
Yes, it was natural causes. We don't know if it was a drowning, then a heart attack, or heart attack, then drowning. But it was a situation.
How do they not know?
Well, I don't know because I chose when it was happening to remove myself from the scene because I cannot see that on my vacation. It was like a guy who's probably in his like late 60s, and he was
That's sad.
He was partying hard.
Shut up. How do you know that?
Well, because when they were talking about him, I never saw this individual, but they were
This is
saying
so great.
it's the guy who's been like partying the whole time with the Speedo.
Did you see him when he was alive?
No, I did not see him
Thank
alive.
God.
No,
Don't you think that would make it worse for you?
Absolutely, Susie. Both. That's why I couldn't, because let me tell you, the vibe at a hotel changes when one of the guests dies on the beach. That's where he died, on the beach, like with 100 people
In the water?
on the sand. And
Like,
you realize how
he was just laying
removed
out?
He was. That's the part I don't know the details of.
But he was on the beach
He
doing
was on
whatever.
the beach doing whatever,
In
and there's
that
this little
Speedo?
in that Speedo, and like there's drink service down there. There's this little area where Amy and I were just swimming and
died doing what
snorkeling
he
the whole
loved,
time.
wearing a
Died doing
Speedo.
what he loved. Susie, I made so many jokes. Then I kept saying too soon, which then was so bad. But I was like, this is how I cope. This is how I cope.
We didn't know him.
Everything then became funny to me because I am not laughing but I have to laugh because what else? It is our vacation, our first vacation together. Somebody just died. Like, they say like, oh, rain on your wedding day, bad luck. Death on your first vacation. What they say
What does
about
that signify? Not good luck.
I had to so I mean, what am I gonna do? And this
I
is
do
literally
love
the
that he was,
second
like,
day of our vacation.
Partying hard.
Yes, he was partying hard. That was like the whispers from the people who had been at the hotel for a while.
Shut up.
And
this is when
it happened.
You must have been so happy.
This is so bad for that man and that man's family. But for content, I'm going to hell.
No.
Because I don't believe in that.
He sounds like the kind of guy. Because I'm an atheist. He sounds like the kind of guy that would really love.
He would
irreverent.
He
joke.
would love this. Based on what I heard about people, I believe the Speedo was pink too. The whispers. So he would actually love this. He probably would think that this is. He's like,
Yes.
I'm just happy they're talking about me. Like he
Yes.
seemed like good
no
times
such
party
thing
guy.
as bad press.
Yeah, and so something happened, and it really it shows you how scary things can be if you are in an area that does not have immediate medical response.
You said it.
That is something that we take for granted in this country. Holy shit. In a lot of places.
Yeah, it's like not an emergency, not urgent.
They arrived by boat 45 minutes later. There was no way to get
By
this person
boat?
to. Well, because
Where
it's
were
at.
you?
We were on Cozumel, this island off of Cancun. So it's an island, and it's there. The emergency service.
It's just like
the island
a
is not
Band-Aid.
equipped. You could drive from one end to the other. I don't even know if it's 2 miles across this island. This is small.
Right, so they have just like the bare minimum.
Bare minimum. And the hotel that we were at is at the very, very, very tip where we were a good half an hour drive to the ferry, to like the downtown area. So there's no ambulance service like that. There's nothing that they're going to do. And then
That's wacky.
well, do you remember the guys who would be the ambulance drivers and stuff like that, or the paramedics that would be on our show, on the challenge, that would be there in case something happened? That's who showed up in an emergency.
Yeah.
And these are guys who are...
It's like the mall cop of paramedics.
Absolutely. We would joke in Thailand, the guy, like, he would just get more and more casual, and the buttons, he started with like all 10 of his buttons done, and by the end of the season, that shirt was fully open and the belly was out.
It's really funny.
And
true also.
it's so accurate, right? So that's who showed up, and that is, if you go into like cardiac arrest, you're not gonna have a I don't know, they didn't have one of those machines. What are they called?
Defibrillator?
Defibrillators. I don't know if there was a defibrillator at the hotel.
That's insane.
I didn't personally see anybody
there's
doing.
pulse and
They
stuff.
did. I know they did compressions, but somebody said they did chest compressions for like a
That's
half
fucked
hour.
up.
And
You're lucky to be alive.
I know, because
Was this man with someone?
I don't know. I couldn't get the details because I knew what that would do to me on my trip.
You couldn't make these kind of jokes.
I
Once
couldn't make
you
this
knew
kind of
too
jokes.
much.
Yeah, and I couldn't. I have to be. I told Amy. I told my girlfriend. I said I either have to be all in or all out with this. If I see who's involved, I will then have to become the therapist for them for the rest of this trip, and I'm going to have to go over and talk to them. It almost feels like it's a duty. Like, so I had to remove myself, and I said, "There's nothing that witnessing this scene is going to do to help it. I think it would help if we removed ourselves from this environment and let the people who need to help this man and the people who are involved do their job. And let's go." And we went to another pool and played the saddest game of Rummy Cube you've ever seen.
Just like because you felt morose about it?
Well, just because, like, what are you gonna do? You can't, like, what are you gonna turn up the tunes as the guy's getting fucking gurneyed out
You
down
saw
at
the
the other
gurneying?
pool? I saw the ambulance, the people rushing to him, and then I saw the wave that came from the beach past the pool to the hotel of people looking so sad.
Oh my God. He must have been like the life of the party.
I think he was. I think he was there. There was a group of guys who were there for like a month that were these like older guys who were there on a dive trip. I don't know if he was from that or if he just met up with them, but I think he was hanging out with those kind of guys.
I think that this is an important lesson about balance.
Yes, it
Can't
is.
party that hard.
You can't. And
my
it
man.
felt like, it felt like there wasn't maybe some balance in this guy's life where he was pushing himself in some way or. Oof.
Well, I wish they had doctors there for him, but I know one doctor that we have, and that is, and that is the Air Doctor Pro.
Oh, well, we need that for healthy living. While we're alive, let's breathe some clean air. Susie, you can't laugh. You are doing real good.
I thought I could do it.
That's a great transition, though. Go back to that.
Okay. No, but for real.
I won't even look at you. I'm having a hot flash, though. Oof.
Okay, we can regroup. Hold on. Okay. No, but for real. Everybody, despite you being outdoorsy, most of us, we're indoors all the time.
Yeah.
Especially me, because I can't even open my darn windows.
Right.
And so you can imagine how important it is that I filter this air. And
It's
thanks to Air Dr. Pro, I'm doing it.
the air, we spend so much time indoors, and I think like the air indoors can be more dangerous than,
That's what they say.
yeah, like
'Cause it's
air,
disgusting.
yeah, and we think, oh, inside where it's safe. No, not if your air is gross and disgusting.
And it always is.
Yeah.
And this is the award-winning air purifier. It eliminates 99.99% of dangerous contaminants like allergens, viruses, smoke, gases, mold spores, and more. And like, this is one of the things that I don't think people talk about enough after the pandemic is like, that is a really important fix for the spread of stuff.
Absolutely.
Like, in schools and all that, like if schools would get that on the go.
Yeah.
I love that idea. But it was voted best air purifier by Newsweek. 98% of their customers agree that their home feels cleaner, safer, and healthier. And they have a deal for us. This is a good thing to do in the new year. Head to airdoctorpro.com and use promo code CANDY to get up to $300 off today. Air Doctor comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, plus a 3-year warranty, an $84 value free. Get this exclusive podcast-only offer now at airdoctorpro.com, airdoctorpro.com, using promo code CANDY.
So that was one of the experiences I had.
Yeah.
And other one that I just have to share. So, Susie, listeners, brainiacs, as you know, I have for a long time been a collector of things in the natural world.
Yeah.
I take a rock here and there.
Yeah.
I've been one to take some
sand.
shells and some sand, but I'm trying to change my ways.
Yeah.
I've turned over
Leave
a
no
new
trace.
leaf. I've turned over that leaf and I've left it there and not plucked it. No wildflower picking.
She turned
nothing.
it over and walked away.
And walked away. Take only pictures, leave only footprints. I get it. But I saw this really cool shell. So I picked up the shell and I said, wow, this shell is really cool. I said this out loud to my girlfriend. I go, man, this shell is so cool, but I'm trying to be different and I'm trying to not take anything like this. And I don't want to. I don't want to be one of those people. I get why we need to leave it here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just take this one. I'm going to put it in my bag. And I'm going to ask the universe. I'm going to say to the universe. And I said this all out loud. I said, what if I just say to the universe, like, give me a sign if I shouldn't take anything?
Yeah, right. It's not meant to be. It's not meant for Sarah Louise.
Then give me a sign.
Yeah.
30 seconds later, we say, that is the last thing I say before putting on my goggles to go snorkel with the fishies, swim around.
Yeah.
I dive into the water and it's like crystal clear. You could see straight to the
That's so
bottom.
fun.
I'm
It's
only
the
in
best.
about 3 feet of water, maybe 4 feet of water.
I've done this with
So
snorkeling.
fun.
Yeah,
it's in
so
an
fun.
enclosed area where
Yeah.
some fish get in, but nothing's
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm swimming. I'm like, we're like pretending we're mermaids and doing all the fun stuff that you do when you're like 12 years old and you're a girl, like in the water, when you like flip your hair over, make yourself look like Martha Washington, all those kind of things. We were doing all of it. Like, hold my hands, I'll go under your legs. You do backflip, blah, blah, blah. We were doing all that. But so we're swimming under the water. And I take a big scoop with my arms at the very bottom of the water. And it feels like my arm was hit with a soldering iron, or like I ran into the fucking third rail of the some electrical line or something like that. It felt like instant fire to my arm. And I jump up and I'm like, oh God, and I don't feel anything. There's nothing there, and Amy's right next to me and she's like, I don't see anything. There's nothing in the water. We can't see anything. But I'm like, I don't care if you can't see anything. I'm feeling something so bad. And then
you meant you didn't feel any creature.
I didn't feel
Right, but
anything,
you felt
but
pain.
I felt intense pain.
Got it.
I couldn't find anything though.
Got it.
I get out and the pain gets worse and worse and worse. It's in there. It's a different kind of pain than like a breaking a bone kind of pain. But this one's
like
worse.
fire?
This is like I imagine a 3rd-degree burn would feel like. It's really bad.
Yeah.
And I, know that I was definitely just stung by a jellyfish. And it was like,
I hate those fuckers.
oh, dude. But I have
They
been
need
stung
to
by
fuck off.
I've been stung by a jellyfish before, and it was like no big deal. Like you just like
What is
brush
their
it off,
problem?
and well, most of them are just they floating around and they're just going with the current. So like when they come through, you like see a wave of them, and you're like, okay, I'll just like let the jellyfish pass. So I'm thinking this is like
it's
gonna be no big deal.
Of jellyfish.
Susie, you are not wrong. So as the minutes go, I mean, I do what I do because I have a crazy high pain tolerance, and I'm not letting a jellyfish ruin my vacation. Mind you, this is day 1. We haven't even checked into our hotel. We haven't even checked into our room.
Oh,
We put on our bathing suits, and we're waiting for our room to be ready.
When that
and
pink Speedo guy was still alive.
He was still alive at this point. So, so I go back in the water, no big deal. And I know there's really like the pee on it thing is a old wives' tale. I've heard Diet Coke, but whatever. I'm just like, I don't even want to make it.
You just have to get through it.
You just have to get through it. And then some things will say hot water, cold water, salt water, fresh water. Everything is different. And then they'll say like, whatever you think is best for whatever feels best. It's very vague. And so I'm just like, okay, well, there's nothing I could do. And I didn't have any service. At that time, we didn't have the Wi-Fi password. So I'm like, I'm not even going to bother looking up like what this was, whatever. For the next... it's one of those things that definitely got worse before it got better.
Oh, no.
My entire arm swelled up. I started having not an allergic reaction, just the appropriate reaction to this specific jellyfish that spread all the way up my arm and my hand. I go to then I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go. They have a resort medic. So I'm like, okay, I'll go see the resort doctor or whatever. And I go there, and he's like, yeah, if it got all on more of your body, I would say, and if you had like shortness of breath, then, go get a shot for it. But, get some cortisone cream. So then I go to their gift shop at the resort.
It's
like
$1,000.
I'm not kidding. It's $50. I said, 50?
Sarah's never going to do that.
Never, ever. I would rather die.
She would rather die.
I would. And my girlfriend learned a lesson about me. I was also getting bitten up by bugs, and the bug spray was too expensive. I finally caved after the 3rd night because my legs were so covered. And also, there's something about having the jellyfish venom that I was also like fighting off, and the bug bites. Every bug bite, my body reacted to like crazy.
Yeah, because you're fighting off already
my
infection.
whole body was itchy and like... so uncomfortable. I had to take Benadryl like the whole time. Right? I said so much. I said, Susie's going to say, haven't you people ever heard of indoors? She goes, this is why I don't leave the house. I knew. I was like, I can already hear what Susie's going to say. So now I'm getting used to it. Now it's become like the funny thing. Now we're like documenting. Half of our pictures on this trip are of us being adorable. The other half are of my girlfriend made a slideshow of the progression of this, because at a certain point it was so bad. We're like, this is not good. But
the
whatever.
Swelling?
All of it. The swelling, the pain, and how it looked. So it's our very last day, and we're finally at a hotel where like I have internet service and everything connects. And so we're sitting down talking, and we're like reminiscing on how crazy this trip has been, and we were like, what kind of jellyfish could have even stung you?
Yeah.
We look it up, and when we find it and look at the scars and the marks from this jellyfish, it was like.
The worst possible.
That was it. I was stung by a 4-armed box jellyfish. And if you are not familiar, a box jellyfish is one of the most painful. In fact, we looked up what are the most painful animal bite/stings. This is number 3. Number 4 is a bullet ant, which feels like a bullet. So
This is horrible.
this wasn't an Australian boxfish, and those are the ones that are the real bad ones. But they said you will have permanent scars. And so I now have permanent brown scars.
For real?
Yeah, look at my arm.
For real. They're permanent though?
Yeah.
I can see it, but it is hard on the camera, but you're telling me those are going to be there?
Yeah. And they
Forever.
said they will be permanent brown scars on your arm. And I was like,
Fuck
well,
them.
shit. I said, my girlfriend's like, you should get a tattoo of a jellyfish right there. Just have the jellyfish tentacles because,
I would love for somebody to tell me, because you know how I want a genocide of all mosquitoes.
Yes.
Like, there is no way that they are
what
necessary.
do jellyfish do?
Tell me.
Tell me.
Whoever eats them can eat something else.
Eat something else. Because that's not, I can't with this. I'm going to send you a picture because I waited. I was like, I'm going to wait to show her what it looked like when it was real bad.
I don't like it, Sarah.
It was, I'm
don't
get the
like it one
heebie-jeebies from
It's
just,
upsetting. I don't like the natural world. Oh, God. Oh, I totally know what you mean by heebie-jeebies.
and those red bumps
I have
traveled
goosebumps.
all over my body. It was so uncomfortable.
I wish you hadn't said
Yeah, so
I'm
I'll make
sorry
sure to
that
post that montage with this
happened.
episode.
Fuck
But
that.
my brother's like, "What? Those are the coolest scars ever."
No,
and
they're not. They're
They're
terrible.
not. I really am, and it happens to now. I've got scars in the exact places where I don't have tattoos. The only place on my arm I don't have tattoos is now taken over. I'm going to send you a picture of what it looks like right now. My arm is hella dry, so let me make it not dry.
Okay. It's terrible. Well, while you do that, I will tell people about something that is not terrible, and that is Rocket Money. And this is the perfect time of year for you guys to download the app. It's a free app. And it transformed my relationship with my finances.
It's the
that
best.
sounds so stupid, like hyperbolic and like, oh, influencer crap. It's not. This is the secret to like getting in control of your money, knowing where your money's going, knowing what subscriptions you have. We just got an email saying that like we had these certain subscriptions coming up. And so I said to Adam, hey, what's this one and what's this one? He's like, oh, I need to cancel those because, you know, they were like annual ones
Yeah.
for like work stuff
Yeah.
that we don't need anymore. But you wouldn't have realized if Rocket Money was like, heads up, this charge is going to be coming in the next couple weeks. And so we were able to get ahead of it. And that saves tons of money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Because if you do want to cancel something, they will do it for you if you want them to, which I am all for. Adam handles his own. But for me, I'm like, please, I don't want to call. I was just talking about this with Sarah. It's so awkward because then they're like, can I ask you why? No.
I go, no, I don't want to. You're going to make me
I want to talk about
sign up again.
Right. Or this is never going to work. Rocket Money has saved users over $2.5 billion, including over 880 million in canceled subscriptions alone. Their 10 million members save up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/braincandy today. That's rocketmoney.com/braincandy. rocketmoney.com/braincandy. Okay, Sarah sent me, wow, it really does look like maybe like a kind of like a razor.
I know, and I'm not crazy about the, like...
The implications.
You know,
or like a burn, like a curling iron burn.
I just know that I'm going to have to tell this story. I mean, I love the answer is jellyfish, but I just know that it's in a spot where people are going to want to ask questions about, even if they don't, to be polite. It's just like, whoa, what happened there?
Yeah. What's the story?
You know? but it could have been worse. And it really made me look like a badass to my girlfriend because she was like, holy shit, you were stung by a box jellyfish and then continued snorkeling?
None of this surprises me.
I know, none of it surprises me.
It's exactly who Sarah is. She is going to get kind of wound up in the water.
Yep.
And stir up a jellyfish. Yeah. She is going to get back in because what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
And then she's going to say, I'm not paying for that cortisone cream.
That is 100% true because then I rented a scooter and like a couple days later and I got it for $2 at the Pharmacia.
Well, welcome home.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
Okay. Now I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
No, I've been chomping at the bit because I want to talk about some of the things I read and watched while you were away because what else?
What the heck else are you supposed to do? Right.
I was like this the whole time.
I love to think that. In my mind, I'm thinking
it's true.
Yeah.
I had to occupy myself, and I didn't like it.
Terrible. I'm so sorry. I'll never leave you again.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll bring you on the next one.
One of the things I consumed to assuage my pain in your absence was the Netflix documentary called The Stringer.
Oh, I don't know this.
I don't know if you remember, but back like in the spring, I was talking about how there was all this controversy about the Napalm Girl photograph.
Yes, I remember this.
Okay. So there's a new documentary called The Stringer on Netflix about the Napalm Girl photograph and the controversy and debate about who is the photographer.
Right.
And I knew I was going to be into it, but I was just in love with it because it basically, to me, especially at the very end, like the last 30 minutes, it feels like a true crime documentary about the evidence in a picture.
Wow.
And how a team of investigators can figure out who took that picture. And it actually felt like I was on the edge of my seat, like,
oh my
they
gosh,
are going to
cool.
figure this out. And that the evidence has been in front of us for 50 years.
Yeah.
And you just think, are they going to be able to do it? Are they? Everything's already, it's there. It's fixed.
Right.
It's static. And if they can figure it out, why didn't we know all along? So here's the sort of, the gist is, if you're not familiar, in the Vietnam War, a lot of like public opinion about the war was through like the news, because it was the first time that a war was televised and that people could actually see the carnage and the horror of it. And this photograph, Napalm Girl, was published, and it's of this little girl, I think she was 9 years old, running towards the camera naked with other people who were in distress. She's screaming or crying or something. And yeah, we know that there was a bomb dropped by the United States that burned civilians, including women and children. But anyway, this photograph that then was published was a very important thing in the war in terms of people realizing, like, this is fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
And once people's opinion changes, then politicians change. So anyway, this had always been attributed to a particular photographer who was a staff photographer for the Associated Press. And about a year ago, somebody sent an email to a journalist saying, like, I was there. I know that photograph was not taken by that guy. It was taken by a local they're called stringers. And these are guys that are just paid like a day rate to like take as many pictures as you can.
Yeah.
and then you turn your film over and whatever, and you get your day rate. But they're still supposed to be attributed to that person, even if they're local and even if they're just paid a day rate. And so that began this whole investigation of like, who took that picture? This guy that has claimed that he took the photograph has made an entire career out of it.
Right.
He won the Pulitzer Prize.
Oh my God.
And for the last 50 years has been going on stages around the world talking about what happened, how it unfolded.
Oh, at this point, I'm sure he's just crafted his own reality.
Yeah. That's what I want to know, because
I think that's more common than people think.
tell me what you think happens. Like, let's say he didn't take the photo.
Right. Let's say that.
Let's say he didn't take it. The stringer took it.
Yeah.
But what he was given credit for, he then won the Pulitzer Prize for it.
Yep.
And then was paid fees for the rest of his life to talk about it. Do you think at a certain point that he believes his own story?
Yes.
Even if he didn't take it?
Yeah. I do. Here's why. I can't remember what it was exactly. I want to say it was maybe around a memory of an injury or something like that. And the way that I remember what it was. My girlfriend asked me, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you in water? Because we were talking about this jellyfish thing that's clearly number one now. And I was telling her about a time when I had a near drowning. And I used to tell that story and amplify a lot of details to make it, like in the story I told, I would always say I was surfing. I was boogie boarding. And there were little things. And then I would say that, like, I mean, most of the details are true. I did, like, not know which way was up and hit my head on the bottom and then have that thought, I'm not dead yet, I'm not dead yet, I'm not dead yet. But then I'd be like, oh, yeah, and then I was getting, like, mouth to mouth on the beach. No, I don't think I was. I think I just was towed in because they saw the boogie board without a person on it and looked for bubbles or something out there. But I mean, I don't remember, but I can remember what my mind has now done is it's created a file of possible, like, I have images that I know are not true, but I have images of me being surrounded by people and getting CPR on a beach. I know that I manufactured that image now as an adult looking back and able to say, and at a place I probably couldn't say that however many years ago, but now I could say, because I'm like, oh, the story is still just as good, whether or not I wake up on the beach or died or didn't die, you know? Like, what do you need to do that for?
But you become invested in the narrative.
But in retelling that story just recently, and I hadn't told it in a while, I was like, oh my, I became aware. I just had this, like, flashing, like thought of awareness of, like, that's not the reality, but it's almost like there's a file in my brain of images that I've created. And then it made me think, this is how people create false narratives of something that happened and believe things like, I understand why that would happen. In that moment, so it's funny we even talk about this, because I totally had, like, this kind of, like, train of thought. You know?
It does, I mean, I suppose you're right. And it could be the case that the person,
if your identity was formed with, if that's such a big part of your identity, I can see the desire to hold on to that and make that file even bigger. And now that file of false memories is bigger than the file of real ones, and it's harder to access.
I think deep inside, though, people know.
Yes, I do.
The truth.
Yes,
they can sort of, like, lean in and suspend maybe whatever, but that deep inside, there's a part of them that's like, you
Yep.
didn't do that.
100%. I think it's almost in a way like a disassociating. Like you're going to a place, you're like disassociating from the truth, and you're going to an alternate reality where you're the hero.
Yeah. Well, up until about 30 minutes before it was over, I just thought it was going to be like a he said kind of thing where, here's what this guy says and here's what this guy says. But then once they got this team of literally private investigators they do like digital analysis. They look at all the files, they look at time. They used like drone or satellite images of the place, and they figured out where this photo was. It's because they have a collection of photos from that moment, like that 20-minute period, from maybe 10 photographers.
Right.
And so you put them all together, and then you analyze each one and who's in this one and when was it taken and what's the distance. It's like mathematical.
Totally.
And then how far would that person have had to run to get to that spot where this was taken? And you just think, holy shit.
Oh,
they
cool.
are going to figure it out. And they did.
I want to watch it now. Don't tell me.
I won't, because it is like a shocker. It is shocking because the entire time I did not know who took that picture.
Okay.
And now I feel like I do. And I feel really mad for everybody.
Yeah.
I feel bad for both men.
Okay. Wow.
Because each of them has something to be mad about.
Okay.
And it's
fascinating,
like,
Suze.
It's like a
what
fucking
is the
true
answer?
crime.
Yeah.
You got to watch it. It's called The Stringer on Netflix. And wow. And it does explore what you're saying about the fluidity and the malleability of memory, because the Napalm Girl is alive, and she has often been touring with the guy. They have a whole relationship, and she tells her memory, and then her mom, there's video footage from 40 years ago of what her mom said happened, and it's like there's so many different stories here.
Wow, fascinating.
We're never going to know, but we know. Anyway.
I love that.
You should watch it. It's so great. I made Adam watch it, so I've watched it twice.
Oh, I know it's good if you made Adam watch it.
I knew you would love it.
That's what that means. It's real good. Okay.
So good. Okay.
Well, I can't wait.
Next up, I don't know. I thought this was interesting. There was a study done where they analyzed 38 million obituaries.
Oh, interesting thing to analyze. Love it.
They wanted to find out what words people are using to describe their lost loved one and what values they attribute to them as people on this earth. And so they were trying to figure out, like, what do we as a society value as something worth celebrating?
Oh, when you're dead. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, it's not like we're going to say the shitty things about them.
Right. Well, and then also it's like, usually they don't say in the obituary, this person had a monster truck and a BMW. Like, this person had the biggest house.
Yes.
I think it does filter out maybe a lot of things that.
That's true. And you're also not going to say, like, and they were so cheap. I mean, unless you're funny and think that's like, but generally speaking, that is not what is going on in obituaries. So this data was from 1998. I mean,
like, maybe mine. If you want to put that she was frugal and knew how to save a penny, throw that in there, because that is something I stand on. Okay.
She would not buy the cortisone.
Yeah, all right. Okay, continue.
This was from 1998 to 2024. And the most commonly cited attributes of a worthy life included tradition, which they, is basically religiosity.
Okay.
And faithfulness.
They were devout, They were, okay.
And then benevolence, So
Okay.
care for others and
love that.
generosity. And those features were in 70% of the obituaries. So
Well,
that's
that's just not true. Have
it
you
is.
met people? 70% of people are not benevolent.
how many percentage do you think are benevolent?
30.
How do you define benevolence? Like, how do you think of it?
Like, as their defining characteristic, like in an obituary, like, well, I would say that they are like selfless and they are,
That's different.
that is different, I guess. Fuck,
I mean,
what is the
nobody's
definition?
fucking selfless.
Well, yeah, you're right. Then what is benevolence?
like
Then what is,
caring, generous. You're kind-hearted. Like you want to help people. It might not even be sacrificial.
serving a charitable rather than a profit-making purpose.
Yeah.
Kind with positive intentions.
Kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many people are kind with? Okay, maybe I'm not being generous enough. 70% sounds about right.
I think
I hope that 70% of people are benevolent.
I would say they are. And at least they are trying to be.
Okay, I would agree. You're right. And it's you're right. I'm thinking
What
like
happened on this trip?
you're right. I mean, I just like I think I put it up with like when I hear that word, I imagine sainthood.
Okay. Whenever
You know what I mean?
Let me say what I think it is usually used as.
Yeah.
Benevolent versus malevolent.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're just
it's like
categorizing.
good intention versus bad.
Then
I think
70%.
yeah.
Absolutely. I
I
totally
think so.
agree.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So people were emphasizing that, which means that's something we value. What I found so fascinating about the study, though, is it was done over such a long period of time that they were able to track like the ways that historical moments shifted our language about our characteristics. So like after 9/11, the language changed in the way people described their loved ones. So terms like caring, loyal, service showed up more often. Mm-hmm. So, and they said that it was particularly
Wow.
pronounced in New York. So those things, those virtues must have been, maybe on the news.
Valued. I
or
wonder,
whatever.
and it was only 95 till 2000.
98 to 2024.
Yeah. I would be interested. I mean, I would be interested to see what it older ones, like around times
Absolutely.
of war, because I think that might stand up as far as like
Totally.
consistent.
Because even just during this time period, it said after the 2008 financial crisis,
Yeah.
achievement became something that was less.
Wow.
Mentioned.
Interesting. It's
That-
so like what's going on
Yeah.
in society.
And then it said that after COVID, this I would love your theory about. After COVID, terms like love, sympathy, and family declined sharply and has not been the same since. What?
Shit, man. That I thought you were gonna say the opposite.
Me
but
too.
Okay. Here's when I had on my other podcast on This Changes Everything. I had a guy on who talked about like social norms and how we communicate and connections. And he said that there was something that happened where not only did approaching people and getting close with people or even being around your own family seen as something we're not supposed to be doing, it was seen as something that was dangerous and could harm somebody. So that idea that being even close to our family could harm them is such a we don't know where to put that in our mind. Like the human brain doesn't. That's so backwards and goes against animal instinct that says we are a communal people. We need others. Smile, move towards people. This is saying others are, and that we have not yet bounced back from that or adjusted. And I think that's a kind of.
Why do you think sympathy would also have declined sharply?
Because others are dangerous. It would be easier to be like I think if you see others as bringing harm, then sympathy goes down. And self-protection and like probably like protecting your own family. They were a provider. They were a protector. They were a pillar of strength. That would be the kind of language. It was like very in-group kind of, because the outside world is dangerous and scary and can hurt us right now. So I think sympathy is not something that would be valued at a time where outside world is dangerous.
Okay.
Fucking A. That's deep and I don't like it.
I know, it's
I mean, that
disturbing.
is like it really is. That's one of those things that like there are a lot of implications and it makes me like get a very uneasy, like worried feeling when you say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And then over the whole study, it said that men, their obituaries contained more language linked to achievement, conformity, and power.
Yeah.
And women contained more language associated with benevolence and enjoying life's pleasures.
I was going to ask about the role, like what, like that they spoke about women at their. She was a mother and a wife,
then even with men though, the values highlighted in younger and older men's obituaries differed from each other. Like, and women's profiles stayed consistent across age. So like young men, I think there's a boys will be boys.
Yeah, he had a zest for life.
Yeah,
he had
he was
adventurous time.
adventurous.
Yeah, because if they die young, they might be somebody who did it in a way where they were.
But like older men, it's like about what they accomplished. Whereas women, it's just like, she was so nice forever. That's it.
I mean,
She was
that's
a
how I
real
want. I would
sweetie
love
pie.
to be remembered like that. Like, who cares that I won a fucking challenge or,
Yeah, I guess.
I
but
would love to
was
be known
disturbed
as.
all the same.
I would be too. There's a lot in there that makes you think. It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
That article was in the conversation, but it was fascinating and just like, because it was such a huge study, it was like, okay, well, this is the real deal. I mean, you can't
Yeah,
even-
when you even said that number, I was like, damn, that many
That's
people
a lot.
died? And then I was like, yeah, obviously. Everybody does that. Like, so many people died.
Okay. Next up, if you're wondering how long it takes to digest a diamond-encrusted Fabergé egg,
Oh, and I was.
the answer is 6 days.
What? Wait. Hang on. What do you mean? Do you mean actually move it through the
Pass.
digestive? Pass. Okay, because I was like, what do you mean digest? Your stomach is not going to. Okay, well, the only way we know this is because somebody swallowed a Fabergé egg.
Yeah, somebody wanted to steal a Fabergé egg from a store, and this was how they thought they would do it. They plopped that thing right in their mouth and swallowed it. And then the police were
You know what I'm
called-
going to say?
What?
Which you're going to hate that I'm going to say this.
What?
This is classic Sarah. I'm like, I could probably swallow a Fabergé egg.
You for sure could. This guy was like 3.5 inches.
And I have no tonsils. I have
How
a
big-
problem with
that's
ice
not
cubes
a
slipping down there
small-
every now and then.
God,
3.5
that is a
inches.
big.
No, I
And
don't.
it
Oof,
seems
I don't
like
think
the
I can do that.
diamonds-
What?
It seems like they would scratch.
Ah! No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm just thinking of those sword swallowers.
The police were called and detained him before he could even run away, and so they had to sit. They had to sit shiva for this Fabergé egg and wait for it to exit.
Exit.
It's a $20,000.
That's not even worth it.
You said it.
Dude, that's
Maybe
not
a mil.
20. That's the retail value. That's what it's
Retail.
That's the retail. That's not the street value of a Fabergé egg. Have you ever tried to sell a diamond ring?
Fuck that. They're like, here's $200.
Oh, that was however much? Here's $5. Yeah, that's it.
What I want. I want to buy from those people, though.
I do. Well, I do too. That I want to buy from the people who are trying to sell. I don't even care. Give me cursed jewelry.
Need to open a business.
I'll take it. I got sage, no problem.
We need to open a business where we will pay decent money for used jewelry.
Yeah. And then keep it? What is this business model? 'Cause you're like...
No, because I think, those people that are like, here's $5.
Yes.
They're selling it for a lot.
Correct. Yes.
So we could sell it
and make less of a markup.
Yeah.
She's basically describing capitalism.
This is the invisible hand of the market.
Yes.
What's that guy's name? Adam something?
I don't know. Oh, it's funny.
The free market guy.
I have no clue.
That's the whole deal. We could shake up the whole industry if we just offered like
I see. Like
more.
what they did with mattresses.
What?
Well, don't you feel like they did that with the mattress industry? They're like, mattresses that cost $1 billion, and they were like, now you can deliver them. This is not an ad.
Yeah.
This is just
now
like, and then they were like,
$800.
we're gonna shake up the industry, right? So maybe we need to do that with the wholesale jewelry business.
You know how, like in 2025, we were about blowing the whistle.
Yeah.
Maybe in 2026, we're about shaking up industries.
Let's shake up industries. Shaking it up, baby. I need an audio. I need like a maraca.
We need a signature
One of those little
maraca.
egg. You know those little egg things that we can time in the egg. Little like
you can barely see
this
it.
is the move. I am doing it if you have the visual version. And I am keeping an excellent beat here.
Right. We could shake up the industry.
Yeah. Because that's it. I'm
You see
20,000. 20,000. I mean,
come
on. I have heard of wedding rings that have been purchased for more and sold for way less.
It's
than even like
unbelievable.
$5,000. You want $5,000 for your $30,000 ring? That's what you're gonna get. So you think a $20,000 retail value egg is gonna really be worth scraping up your esophagus?
Yeah, because here's what the description is even more disturbing. It is.
Oh, God.
The egg opens up to reveal an 18-karat yellow gold octopus adorned with white diamond suckers and black diamond eyes because it is in honor of the James Bond Octopussy film.
Oh, God. If that thing breaks in those little tentacles.
Well, it's been through a lot.
And then he shit it out?
That's what I mean.
I'm worried about the I'm worried about the swallowing it. You know what? They say that is how you should, if you have ADHD, that's how you should clean your house. How you should organize, not organize, but like if you're going to do like a deep clean.
Yeah.
And if you're a person who struggles to get rid of things, maybe you're like, I'm going to hold on to this for that craft project.
Oh.
The trick is, if this had shit on it, would I keep it?
What?
Yeah. You say, if this had shit on it, would I wash it off or would I throw it away? If I would wash it off and keep it, then you should hold on to it.
This is a crazy
I saw that
test.
on the internet. It's
What
if
do
it
you
has shit
think?
on
Is
it,
it
would you throw it
helpful?
away? I don't know. I've never really tried it, but if I
Okay,
this
let's do
cup,
one.
if this cup,
Yeah.
let me think. Okay, I mean,
That's
sentimental
a good
value.
question.
It is. I would keep it because it's a Harris for President mug. And this feels like
It's an artifact.
So I got to hold on to that. And I would probably wash it off if it had shit on it.
I cannot believe this is what they tell you to do.
I mean, it's not they. I saw this on like some
Oh my
fucking
God.
internet meme or something like that.
I'm trying to look like I guess I would ask, what wouldn't I wash poop off of? Because frankly,
that bag of crayons that I have in my drawer for the time where I might have a kid over and color with crayons, if that were covered in shit, I would
what, you gotta throw it
away.
out?
I would donate
It seems silly because
it's not covered in shit, so I'll donate it. I'll tend it to the Goodwill or to the, not there, because I don't like those guys anymore.
But
ARC.
I feel like there's lots of things in my house that...
Well, you're not the problem. You're not a hoarder.
This is for hoarders only?
This is for people who are like me.
Those are the people that are most comfortable with shit in their house. I'm sorry. Have you seen hoarders?
Yes, this is
shit
for
everywhere.
This is for you're on the board, like somebody like me who it could go like you open up a drawer and you have to do that, Sarah. Do you really need this? Like,
what are you keeping that you think you shouldn't besides crayons?
Well, it's like art. It's that kind of stuff. Like, oh, okay, I'll look at what is right next to me right now.
Oh, here she goes. Here she goes.
Okay. I happen to need a thing of I needed some fishing wire the other day. Fishing wire. To hang up a little thing that we got in Mexico. But in this bag right here, I have more fishing line. Do I need that much? I have a waterproof case that's holding, let's see what the hell is in here. Oh, here's some hooks, some rusty hooks. And here's some rusty fishing hooks and some weights and some old some egg sinkers. So do I need that? You know the last time I used this was probably 10 years ago in Costa Rica. They're rusty now. I wouldn't even want, what do I have that on there for? Why do I have that? Mm-hmm. Then I also have this Salmon Egg Company cheese fish bait. I've got a thing of fish bait right here.
Oh my God.
If this were covered in shit, I wouldn't keep it.
No, you wouldn't.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have this
regardless.
Right. Like, this is not a problem for you.
Okay.
Why am I yelling? But do you see what I mean?
So you're in this thing
of
is
a
like,
very
what
handy.
if?
Yes. Because I was like, what if I need fishing line? And which I did.
That's the thing. I think it's a balance because there are a lot of times where I'm like, I did get rid of this or that.
Well, you know what? My mom says that. I say that all the time. And my mom goes, yes, that you'll do that your whole entire life. You're going to be getting rid of things and buying things forever. But also, what is the cost of your mental, like not holding on to everything provides you like mental space, like freeness in your mind, that sometimes the things that you rebuy, these fishing lures that are going to be $2 when I rebuy them.
Well, yes, I was explaining this to my mother-in-law who, God bless her, she's a lot of great traits, but she doesn't like waste, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's somebody in your life who just is like, oh no, you're going to waste.
Right.
And I had to explain to her.
Yeah.
There are so many different kinds of waste.
Right.
There is a waste of money, which is what she's worried about.
Right.
And then there's a waste of space.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is a big one. That's a waste. This is a waste of space.
If you have a small living space, then okay. You have a waste of time.
Big one. Big one.
Waste of energy.
Yep. Huge.
All kinds of stuff like that.
What? And I think about that. You taught me that, and it is something I think about constantly. I was watching this couple buy a damn near $100 Christmas tree from Whole Foods, and I was like, what the fuck kind of people?
Like a real one?
Yes.
That's nuts.
That's what I said, Susie, because I was like, this is actually crazy.
You should intervene.
Do you know that Home Depot is right there? And you can, or there's a Christmas tree lot where you could be like helping an actual like family who owned, like there's, it's not how I would do that. And then I thought about your thing about what schedules they probably have. And I bet this was the only night that husband and that, or it looks like a couple.
Maybe it's a $20 difference.
Yeah. And then I really thought about that. It's a $20 difference. It is $89 and $69. And And it is a $20 difference, and that might be the only time that these two have available in their schedules, because they looked like they were like hard working. And I was like, well, I don't have the full story. Shut the fuck up, Sarah. So I had that whole thought. Yeah. Tis the season.
I know. We have learned so much from each other.
We really have.
And what I learned from your Mexican getaway is no thanks.
Oh, another funny
Although I love
part.
snorkeling.
Another funny part to that story is the day after that happened, and after, where's my phone so I can send it to you? The day after that happened, there was a sign that was put up at the beach. It said, warning, dangerous animals. And then, like, the next day, and then it was gone a few days later.
Do you think it was because of your injury?
Well, it wasn't there before my injury, and it was there the next day after I visited the doctor. I'll show you the sign.
Because they were like, that bitch got stung by a box.
Yes, this was the next day.
Oh no. Sarah.
Dangerous wildlife. Caution.
Fauna silvestre peligroso.
Yeah. There were also crocodiles in the water, so.
Why?
Yeah, saltwater crocodiles are a big
Fuck
thing.
them.
I know.
Life on this earth.
I was like, Susie's gonna love these stories.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, they'll get it. They'll get your dogs if you don't want to
not
go in the
know
water in the
how
early
we made
morning.
it.
I don't know either. We shouldn't be here. That's for sure. And the animals are just
disgusting.
letting us hang out. If they wanted to, I mean, in 2 seconds. Like the jellyfish took me down. And by the way, I also learned that the box jellyfish are predators. They actually swim, and they have eyeballs, and they can direct. They're the only jellyfish that can.
We have to eradicate them.
I mean,
They're going to take over.
yeah. It's
What do
not
they
safe out
eat?
there. I don't know.
This should be like the Jaws 6.
Yeah,
with just
jellyfish.
no jaws.
How come nobody's done a scary about that?
Yeah. It's
Because I guess
seriously
it's
called
not very
no
fast,
Jaws.
right? Because they're like, Sarah, we just pick it up with a net. Not that scary, but
They are
was.
fucked. All right. Well, I guess we got to go, but thanks for coming home
listening.
safe enough.
Safe enough, and I would do it again just for the content. R.I.P. guy at the hotel.
Yeah, R.I.P. that guy.
R.I.P. that guy.
Fun Speedo guy.
Yeah, my heart goes out to Fun Speedo guy and
No
his family.
joke. I mean,
I know,
that
no
seems
joke
way
at all.
too young to die.
Yeah, he was too young, and it was sad. And I felt sad for who I really felt sad for, that I was like, I can't even know who this person is, because I already said, it's like, I gotta hug the staff and talk to them. But the man who pulled him out of the water was like a young
Well,
guy.
that's not fun.
No, and that would be so
Okay.
devastating.
He was in the water. Okay.
Yeah.
And because you know how like
They don't know if he drowned and then had a heart attack, or had a heart attack and like if it would happen, but something happened in the water, but they pulled him out of the water.
Well, I love a toxicity test. Is what I...
Oh, 100% for a bunch of stuff. That's
Word on the street.
word on the street.
Well, I was watching a lot of the Dick Van Dyke content because he's now 100 years of age.
Yeah.
And I love him with all my heart. And like he was doing an interview where he talked about, like, inevitably people were like, what's your secret, blah blah blah, and he's like, listen, I don't know, but I feel like a lot of it is having good attitude and like just being optimistic and positive. And like he said, my dad, he was always like angry at something, rant and raving, and hated people. He said, I've never been able to hate anybody. Even if I disliked somebody, I didn't hate him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that the dad died at 74, which to Dick Van Dyke seems like too young and all that.
Yeah.
And Dick's like, I think that really had an effect on his longevity. And I just thought, I am fucked. That was what I took away. Like, oh, no.
No, you have all the other things that will keep you alive. That is just a funny punchline.
Okay, well, maybe, but that's
Because
really
you're
what I thought.
benevolent.
Thank you. And, well, not the other thing.
And you're physically active and you work on
I
connections
hate so
with
many people, though. Like,
I
that's
know.
what I want to do is that Howard Stern montage of all the things I hate.
It is very funny.
Because I hate so many
We
things.
do, and we do hate a lot.
Maybe it's okay to hate things, but not people.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We don't hate people. Even the ones, I know that because even the ones where we're like,
my
oh,
God,
we
I know.
always get
I
to.
try.
We try, and then we have sympathy. So
Uh-huh. Okay, maybe
even
we're
post-COVID.
all right.
So there you go.
All right. Well, there's hope for us yet.
There is.
Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy all the things. We are
Yes.
so lucky. We get to take a little break now, and we'll be back in the new year. But thanks for continuing to make our dream come true by being able to
Absolutely.
do this show.
We can't
so
wait
lucky.
to celebrate many, many more holiday seasons with you all.
We love you. We'll see you next year.